Animo!
Hi everyone, today is September 8th. That's the day before 3 came out, right? Yep, today is totally September 8th, and tomorrow, Splatoon 3 comes out. It's not January somethingth right now, it's September 8th. And this little guy is Smallfry. He's got a big adventure coming up. I can't do this voice. He's got a big adventure coming up soon where he's gonna need to do things like swim, eat stuff, eat a little more stuff, and apparently fly, but don't ask him how to fly because we're not training him for that today. But to get him all ready for his big adventure, this dude needs to go on a training arc. This dude needs to be big as frick. Let's go get this guy's training arc on. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do to get Smallfry ready for his big adventure is we're gonna teach him how to swim. So, you know, we got him on his little life harness just in case he can't swim the way I think he's going to. But you know what? This is a man. I believe in him. He is the smallest fry, and you know, French fries, they float, right? I think they do. And he's like a French fry in the sense that he has fry in his name. So, we're gonna send this dude and see if he can swim. You know, and we're testing him even harder because we're putting him in like an ice bath, so he's gonna come back just totally immune to water. Alright, so it's time to see if Smallfry can swim good. Alright, let's go. Well, I think we need to try something else. Alright, so clearly Smallfry cannot swim. So, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put our little homie under the bench and see how much this dude can bench press. Because if he's not gonna be able to swim, he needs to be able to lift some pretty heavy stuff. So, let's put this dude under the bench. Alright, so you can't really see me, but I'm right here. We're gonna start Smallfry off with an easy 125 pounds. He should be able to handle this just fine. Like, if he's gonna be able to fly, he needs to be able to lift at least 125 pounds. Alright, let's go. Alright, I don't think he could handle that very much. Alright, well, after seeing that Smallfry cannot very well handle a 125 pound bench, he lost an egg in the process. So, I think it's time to test his endurance in some different ways. Personally, I think we should see how much he can bicep curl, but, you know, we saw how good this dude can bench. He clearly cannot bicep curl to save his life. So, honestly, I think it's now time that we go on to test how well he can take a fall. Also, I forgot to mention that since his little tumble onto the ice instead of falling into water, he's now a little more, separated from his chains here. You know, that's one chain of oppression that he is almost totally broken through from. As soon as he breaks this last one, he is a free Smallfry, ready to go on and do whatever he wants. He'll be able to serve you well in the campaign after that. Now, originally I had wanted to go on to just seeing how good of a fall this little guy could take, but I honestly thought it'd be more interesting to bash him with the hammer a few times. Oh, come on, get back. Okay, so I see where he gets his ability to fly from. And you know, just one more for good luck. Alright, one more thing I forgot about before we test his durability from height. We haven't given this dude a speed test yet. So honestly, I think it's time we just throw him on the treadmill and see how far he can run. Alright, let's get him going. Alright, so we're gonna start him out at a cool 10 miles an hour. Hopefully he should be able to handle that. If not, he's kinda weak, so... That also didn't go the way I expected. Let's try that again. Alright, let's give him a little more of a start this time. Just inch him into it. I was really expecting him to fly back. Alright, maybe it's time I put him on my car. Alright, so it's time for the durability test. We've brought Smallfry up 4 flights of stairs, and we're gonna see how he can really handle those 4 flights. So, you know, let's just throw him. Well, after the drop test, he is totally fine, same as he was before. So after that, I think it's time we drag him behind the car to see if he can actually run more than 10 miles an hour. So after he survived the durability test falling 4 flights of stairs and surviving the treadmill going 10 miles an hour, I thought we'd have to kick it up a notch. So we're gonna tow him from the back of my car to see how he can survive at hopefully around 40 miles an hour, depending on if we get in trouble with campus security or not. So you know what? Let's just start towing this dude. All right, so after we brought him around 35, he looks fine. He's just a little dirty now, but you know what? You get you get a little dirty when you fight that hard. So honestly, he's fighting good. So honestly, the next thing we can do is put him through a 0 to 60 test. Let's see how fast this dude can really go. Well, I didn't think he had it in him, but he survived the 0 to 60 test. Smallfry is capable of going at least 60 miles an hour without death, so I don't know how else to test him. I think he's strong enough. All right, let's go back. So I guess that finishes it. Smallfry is, I guess, immune to everything. So, you know, hopefully that'll serve him well on his journey, you know. He certainly took quite the beating. You can definitely tell that he's got his fair share of scrapes and bruises. But he handled it well with only the loss of 1 power egg. He's got quite the few dents like I mentioned earlier, but honestly, I think he's good. So, you know, I think there's only 1 test left to do.